Welcome, this is Joshua Benoist in Autodesk Product Support. We're on video 2 where we're talking about making a reusable style drawing. Here is the problem statement if you wish to pause the video and watch that. Okay, so I have a few other things to demonstrate regarding the Style Manager and styles. The location of these folders. So I've noticed there's some things that I see some support cases on. Customers are asked, well, I can't find my style drawings. I know I can get to it through Style Manager and go to the content button here. But when I try to navigate to this through Windows Explorer, I can't find it. Well, it's because it lives underneath a system folder that gets hidden by default. So let's open up Internet Explorer. So here's the C drive. And I'm just on XP, Windows XP right here. To get to it on XP, you would go to 2011 and 2010 are different. So in 2010 and 2011 you go to Program Data, Autodesk, and 10 or 11, ENU, and there's those folders right there. Some people can't see these, and there's a reason. So if I back up here, I go to my Tools and Folder Options. So if you go to the View tab here, oftentimes IT departments will say, do not show hidden files and folders, and hide protected operating system files. Okay, so you go to Program Data, and sometimes those things are missing, especially on, I think it's on Vista or XP, Vista or Windows 7. So I've got those settings changed there under that one file. The older versions, it used to be under Documents and Settings, All Users, and notice I don't see application data here. It's because I changed that view setting. So if you don't see application data here, go to Folder Options. Go back to View and say Show Hidden Files and Folders. And uncheck that. Make sure that you can see the system files and stuff. And there, application data appears. Now you can go in there and find Autodesk. And here's the older versions prior to 2010, 2009, ENU, and there's the folders. So just be aware that you need to be able to see the hidden files and folders, especially with the older versions. Now, I have a screen capture of Vista. So in Vista, the things are on Program Data, Autodesk, MEP 2011, ENU. So not too much difference. 2010 and 2011 changed because we wanted the files to be in the same folders as Vista and Windows 7, even on XP. So we've got the program data there, and now users know just to go to the program data folder in the newer versions, regardless of what operating system you're on. It's less confusing that way. So back into XP here. I've had the question come up before, well, should I really create my custom company style drawings in here and alongside all these? Where should I put them so that I can migrate them each year? And so let's say that you have some system definitions that you want to change. Should I put them inside the system definitions style drawing? My answer is going to be no. If you want, right click this and say copy and say paste and rename that. Oop, what did I just do? There it is at the bottom. say my company system definitions. Make your changes in here. Add only your custom system definitions in here. Maybe delete out the default out-of-the-box system definitions. That's your call. But now at least you have your custom system definitions in your own file. When next year's release comes out, we might target system definitions in one release, or we might improve spaces, or who knows. We're adding new styles and stuff all the time in different releases, and you may see new style drawings added to these folders from time to time. So if you were to make your changes directly inside the system definitions file here, next year we get a new system definitions usimperial.dwg with new system definitions or something. You're going to have to go into that file, go into Style Manager, and manually transfer those into the new version in order to migrate everything, and that's kind of painful. So why put your changes inside of our out-of-the-box files when you can create your own file, put your changes in your custom styles in your own file, and then all you have to do is copy and paste this file into the equivalent folder. So this is what, AutoCAD MEP 2009. So if I want to bring that into 2011, done. It's as simple as that to migrate these files. Alright, so that's how you migrate the styles themselves. And then inside of the program, Style Manager, open that up, and you would just go and open up the style drawing that you just created or migrated over. Oh, my mouse. There. Oh, it's already open. Alright, so I already got it open over here. And then you would just transfer them into your file if you want. Well, that can be a pain, to transfer them out of the style drawings into your drawing every single time that you start a new drawing. So you could put these in, some of these, your most common ones, in your template file. But who wants to customize a template every year, right? So what if you could get away with not putting it in your template file? Let your template file be as empty as it can, right? I'm going to pull this over here, and I'm going to come back to the Home tab. I got to set that up before Style Manager. So Home tab, I'm going to open up my tool palette. So here's my schematic tool palette, and now I'm going to go to I want to make sure this thing's locked open. So there's closed, and there's locked open. Good. Go to the Manage tab, Style Manager. So if you've got some company styles that you've created, and we'll use the schematic let's just grab some. We'll say that these are our custom systems here. So we're going to go down to, let's say that I want this schematic system here, and I want to be able to draw those each time. What I can do, another thing is make sure that you're on the right tab of the palette that you want to drag these over to before you open up Style Manager. So here's like line by system, so it would make sense to put drag my system line styles into this part here. Okay, so some things we can drag over onto the tool palettes out of Style Manager, and some things we can't. System definitions do not yet pull from style drawings, so that's a limitation. Let's show something that can drag from Style Manager though. So I'm going to go to one of the workspaces where I can look at equipment schedules. So tags and schedules is what tab I'm going to, and I'm going to go back to Style Manager here, and we're going to open up a equipment tag drawing. Which is this one here, mechanical equipment tags and schedules. So this one here includes both pipes and ductwork. I'm going to say open. And over here we've got a whole bunch of schedule table styles. So if I want, I can drag this over here, and notice it drags straight out of Style Manager and creates a tool here for me. I'm going to say OK. So it's now in my current, it's not in my current drawing, it's on the tool palette. So if I want, this current drawing does not have that style in it. It's part of my tool palette. So if I click on this and I go and I schedule something, I don't have any pipes in here yet. I don't have any MV parts, so I need to add some in order to create an equipment schedule. So I'm going to go and find sprinklers. There we go. And I'm just going to add a few in here. Okay. And now I can actually schedule those. Create a schedule, enter, and zoom in on it. Notice it comes in with question marks. If you ever encounter those question marks like that, select on your schedule, right click, and say add all property sets, and boom. So it took all the property sets that I mentioned, goes into making these schedules. It takes them and puts them and attaches them to these sprinkler heads, and suddenly it's able to read the data. Now you probably need to go onto each sprinkler head, go into the properties, extended data tab, and you need to fill out some of these property sets. Fill in the details about those sprinklers. You know, so I'm gonna scroll down here. And there's all sorts of stuff. You can put in the sprinkler rating and temperature rating and all sorts of good stuff in here on these property sets. And if it's one of the columns on the schedule, the numbers and the values will change. So anyway, this schedule table did not exist in Drawing 2 before. The style didn't. So this tool palette, if we right click on it, I'm going to go down to properties and look at properties. So the properties on this, it says here's the style found in this style drawing right here. Okay, so there's the file path to that drawing, and it's literally going to take that style out of that drawing and put it into my current file. Guess what? I don't have to store that style in my template file. My template file can stay empty because my tool palette is going to pull the style out of this style drawing and put it in the file for me.